Sheet metal was my livelihood, but I never thought I'd be building gear like this. Every week, we turn tons of steel into rolling works of art. Some of the toughest gear in the world comes out of this factory. Building this gear is only half the fun. No one tests like we do. My passion has taken my family to the edges of the earth. Life's a game. We know how to play it. Patriot Games.
This time on Patriot Games, the crew are pushing to get through the Simpson Desert in time for the Finke Desert Race that starts in only 2 days. But everything seems to be working against them. The black truck can only be driven in rear-wheel drive, and the Simpson Desert is wet.
Another 1 or 2 kilometres by that time, that pinion gear set's just going to be stripped to hell. All that's going through my mind is, how do I get this to the other end of the Simpson?
So we've got 230 kilometres. To go back that way, we've either got to go north, all the way up to Mount Isa and come around the back, or we've got to go south down to Broken Hill and come around the back.
I think we push through. The X1H to the back of me. Yep. Sarah takes the X2. You just give it everything.
Let's see how impassable this creek really is. With the black truck in rear-wheel drive, the convoy is especially vulnerable.
Oh. Do you reckon we could do it in 2? Just look where the exit is. Dude, that's like Cape York.
I'm feeling if you did that, you would not be making it to Finke.
This looks like a really hardcore northern crossing. That's the exit. That's it. There is not a chance we were attempting this.
Look how slippery it is.
Look how soft it is.
Yeah, no way.
The best plan that we can go for is putting the trailers on, both the Rams, just in 2-wheel drive, taking a bit of weight out of that car as well, and, you know, just going as far as we can and doing the best. You know, that car has a lot of power.
Time is running out, and the crew are due in at Alice Springs for the race in just 2 days. Taking the bypass is going to add hours they don't have to their journey. But with Air Creek flooded and impassable, the crew have no choice but to take the long way round. Let's just hope they don't get stuck. The bypass track goes around this section of Air Creek and will put the crew back on the QAA line towards Finke.
The plan's been set, and look, honestly, I don't know whether it's the right plan or not. I'm kind of sitting on the fence, but I think if we turn around, we head back to Birdsville, we're going to kill too much time and we won't get into Alice on time.
Tuesday morning's imperative we are in Alice Springs. Finke Desert Race on. We're going to do testing, tuning, dial in, get Justin ready in this Razor so that he's got a fighting chance at the race.
Don't look now, but there's a sand dune up ahead, and with the black truck in rear-wheel drive only, this could cause some issues for the crew. All they can do is deflate their tyres, cross their fingers, and send it.
All right, you all ready for this?
Go to the black truck.
Go on, you got it.
Rear lockers in.
Let's
all,
send it.
This is all horsepower.
Yeah, just
Prepared to send. What do you reckon, 3rd or 4th?
3rd.
3rd, staying 3rd?
Yeah.
All right, here we go, 3rd gear. Oh, that's good traction so far.
Very nice.
Go, you good thing.
Going. Not over yet.
There we go.
Yes.
Easy. That was so easy.
Yeah, go the black truck.
1 down, 2 to go.
That river is wide.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's scaring me a little bit, actually.
That's real wide.
Is this the only way to get across now?
This is it, mate. This is the crossing, so who's walking it?
I vote Christian should walk it.
It's nice and hard. It's good. A bit deeper than I thought.
With the entire crew across the river, it's time to bank some kilometres. That's if they can find a track back to the QAA line.
I think you got a fly on you.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, you've got a fly on you too.
You got a fly on your face.
Yeah, there's a few flies around here.
That's the track.
Can't see through the flies.
It looks real soft. Well, we've driven all around here. We've driven all around here, and that is it. So if we were curious whether we were the first people across the Simpson or not, that tells the story because no one's been through that.
No.
There's been some cattle in there.
Yeah.
But that is about it.
I reckon we need to find somewhere else because I think I'm going to sink.
Yeah, you're heavy. I'm in two-wheel drive. We could whip the quad off and go for a lap around and see if we can find another track.
Yeah.
There's an option.
Or why don't we borrow one of the cameraman's drones
There's an easier option.
I think we should.
and put a drone up and have a bit of a
I
scout.
think that's a really good idea.
While the film crew lend Justin a drone for scouting, it looks like the desert might be getting to some of the crew.
A lot of water on that.
A lot of water.
So the plan of attack now is to basically get the drone up in the air and have a look for another track. The main track doesn't look like we're going to take it. So in the meantime, this is how we're rolling.
So the wildlife out here in the Simpson is quite amazing. There's lots of it around you all the time. We're blessed.
Who's the idiot that didn't bring fly nets out into the Simpson?
It's almost like there's no flies at all. I mean, realistically, apart from the few that are trying to get in my mouth, I'm good.
All jokes aside, the drone has confirmed that this is the only track that can get the crew back on the QAA line to Fink. So it's time to press on full tilt.
So that track I was just talking about, I followed it and it comes up here and then comes around and then it does a loop and it goes back the other way.
Yeah, okay.
So whoever came through that track that we were following has gotten up to this and turned around and gone back the other way.
And gone, you've got to be crazy to even...
We've just got around the bypass and the bypass was going to be the big problem for this trip, so we thought. Nobody said anything to us about the QAA line being an absolute bog hole, but if you look from here, that is Death Valley that way, and that's a river.
This puddle, or should I say, is going to turn into a colossal bogging. Looks so nasty. It's very soft. Everything around it looks like everything's been stuck before. So I'm not looking forward to it.
There is no way you can cross that way. There's no way you can cross this side. The only option we got is we send it through this and hope that it's not too boggy on the other side, or we turn around and head back and we head north and we lose a whole nother day. That crossing, they reckon, to cross the Simpson that way is about a 5-day crossing. To cross the Simpson this way is a 3-day crossing.
We'll never make 5 days, mate.
If we go north, we will never ever make it. We have to run the gauntlet. We've got to take our chance and try and get across here. Look, the bog hole's not long, it's only short. But the bigger issue than that is going to be what's after it. We just really don't know.
The black truck is the only vehicle in the convoy that isn't towing anything. So it's first up.
Justin is going to go first, and all he's got to do is keep his foot on the floor and just keep going. As long as he gets the momentum, I think he's going to get across this first bit. It's just when we get the other side, what it's going to be like.
All right, you ready for this?
I'm not 100% sure, dude, that I'm ready, to be honest with you, because I don't want to spend the night here.
No, too many flies.
Third or fourth, Dave? What do you reckon?
Your third runs out pretty quick, doesn't it?
Yeah, gear's pretty tight. Fourth. All right, I'm going. Sending. Third. I'm staying in third. Oh, God. gone fourth.
That was close.
Mate, the winches, I've plugged the winch controller in. It's pulling in all right, but it won't come out.
To celebrate Season 3 of Patriot Games, we're giving you the chance to win the ultimate family touring package worth over $150,000. Enter now to get your hands on a brand new Isuzu D-Max kitted out to handle a Patriot Games adventure using the gear we know and trust. And if that's not enough, you'll also receive a Patriot Campers X2 to tow behind it. Plus, receive a brand new Polaris Ranger for the kids and loads of camping gear. Entries close June 30, 2020. Enter online now at patriotgames.tv. Tensions are high. The black truck has hit the bog hole wide open and is just short of clearing the other side. The crew doesn't have time to spend on recoveries, but they have no choice.
So Justin gave it hell, and he did pretty good for a bit there, but we're stopped, and now we're in the pass.
I said 4. I said
No!
Okay, I can see a tree out there, which is probably a good thing. Mate, the winches, I've plugged the winch controller in. It's pulling in all right, but it won't come out. Thoughts?
Possibly the wires from the winch to the control module.
Got it, it's working, it's working. That was lucky. I think we must have just got a contact a bit wet, like Dave just said. I couldn't get the winch out. My heart just stopped, like dead stopped. Good. All right, boys.
Like a well-oiled machine, the boys get straight to work on recovering the black truck. It's a task no one enjoys, especially in the mud, but they're powering on anyway.
We good? Done. Yeah? Yep. Show me your rig. Good rig, but you got to even it up around the base. So one of you go up there, just guide it around that base. See how much twist you got in that line there, man? No good. That is still stupidly boggy through there. Let's have a quick walk and see that we can get through. So that's obviously car and four-wheel drives come from this end. He's gone to cross this way. He's got to here and gone, nope. And he's gone back. Once we get onto that green stuff, we're home. We're home free.
Okay, Dad, you are all good to go now.
Okay, you are moving. Okay, you're pretty much out.
That is so slippery, dude.
The black truck may be out of this bog hole, but it's a long way till solid ground.
Christian, I think what we'll do, dude, we'll leave this here for the next trucks, just in case they need it. Yeah, I'm thinking we at least get the next car over, and then we go back. So then at least we've got a car here, a car in the middle, and a car out there in case we need to do a big winch recovery.
The most upsetting bit is you can literally see the dune right there that we need to get to.
Yeah,
Once we get to there, just up and over.
Yeah, but Dave, that's the inspiration, isn't it?
Yeah.
If we couldn't see a dune there, we'd have
then
no
we'd think-
inspiration.
Yeah, we'd think, no, this is just never going to happen.
Sarah, where's she gone?
Contemplating.
Oh God, she's psyching herself out.
You know, getting to these situations, you know, knowing we've got a deadline is like the worst thing we can be doing. I mean, we've got a two-wheel drive 79 series bogged, and it's going to be bogged forever. We're going to have max tracks that are going to be dug as deep as they can go in this mud. And I just don't, you know, I'd rather just book Ks and do nights or drive all night than do this sort of stuff. Because I can tell you right now, we are going to be here till this time till tomorrow afternoon.
All right, so I'm going to try and drive this next section. I'll make sure that I can get through, and then we'll make a plan to get the other two.
Okay, good drive, we're watching.
Like, go left, because that right there is really...
No way. Not a chance.
I've gone to take off through this stuff, which, look, I knew it was soft. I didn't think it was going to be this soft. I felt the car bogging straight away. Rather than try and just dig a trench, I just got straight off the throttle and to reassess the situation. Honestly, don't know what to do here, guys.
Justin.
Yeah, mate.
I think we're dreaming, mate. I cannot see this working at all, eh? I just think we're going to be here. Like, this could take a day.
Okay, so what are you thinking?
You know, sometimes Justin's ideas of where we're going, I don't know why we didn't do a little bit more of a recon somewhere else to try and find, you know, a better way.
Mate, personally, I think we go north, eh? If we're here for a day, think how long it's taking you just to get there. Think how long it's going to take my truck to get across.
Okay, so that's, so we don't go to Fink? We don't race Fink?
Honestly, I mean, in situations like this, you can't have the boys going against each other. It mightn't be the right plan, but they need to be on the same page or it can just get heaps worse.
The crew have only 3 options. The crew backtracks to Birdsville and then makes their way across the Plenty Highway into Alice Springs. But the time lost would stop them from testing the race buggy or doing a recon on the track. Option 2, the crew takes the desert track south to Fink, but the route will take up so much time that they won't make it there in time to qualify for the race at all. Option 3, the crew takes a run at the bog hole. If they can get through it quick enough, they'll make the Fink Desert race with enough time to put their buggy on a test track before the big race.
You've got no faith in me, these guys, eh? Like, this is my first rodeo. We've really got no choice here. We have no choice. We're just going to have to build a Max Tracks bridge and build a bridge all the way through this, get the black truck down there.
Well, like, are we just going to be max tracking all the way out of there? Is that what you're doing? I have full confidence in him, but I just don't understand. You know, if I don't voice my opinion, you know, I feel like we could have avoided this and I said nothing.
It's been over an hour now since the black truck first sank into the mud, and the crew are really starting to feel the pressure. Let's hope the black truck will be able to crawl its way to solid ground.
The safety of this is this though, mate. If I Max Tracks myself all the way across, we've got something to winch off. The black truck's down there, we can winch off it.
I think also the fact that the black truck's over there, they're over there, we're not getting all the information relayed to this side. It's eating up the ground over there, we're getting stressed out, you know, we're separated and we're just, you know, trying to get that black truck through.
Because it's my race as much as his, right? Yeah, Justin, you copy?
Gotcha.
Talk to me.
He's doing something else up there, I'm sure of it, because he's got the boys running around.
Why doesn't he tell me?
They're running, oh, there's a winch out again.
Justin sees a way through and is pushing hard to make it happen. But the crew on the other side are growing anxious about the lack of communication. The mud and the flies aren't helping.
So Tommy's obviously lost the faith in me. And you know what? When someone tells me I can't do something, that's the time that I get it done. So I've got another plan. I've got an idea. Watch this, we're gonna get this car out.
There's frustration going on in the team. Everyone's trying to remain on the same page, but we are so far behind schedule. This is only car number 1 that's across. Who knows how far into the night this is going to get us.
Justin's had to combine his winch, tree trunk protector and the winch extension strap in order to reach the only available tree. If just one part of this trio fails, it could spell big trouble for the convoy.
All right, here we go. Take 4. It's going to be slow, but we're going across.
At this stage, he's got another plan and he's winching again. Right? So this is winch number 2, and from the looks of it, he's going to be pulled on his side or something like that, I don't know.
Those front wheels are acting like anchors, Dad.
3 hours into the bogging, and Justin and the twins are still stuck deep in the mud.
Just repositioning this strap now, so we get the length to come all the way up. If we've got enough, I might put the double block on there, possibly, if those wheels start digging in anymore, just to give the winch a little bit more balls.
Who wants to make a bet that we don't reach that dune, right? Till 1 o'clock in the morning.
Hey, you guys need to stay on the same page. Hey, if you guys start to get, iffy with each other, it's going to get heaps worse.
All right, boys, let's get this spool back out. Ash, pull the rope. Let's get the doubler block on so we try and limit the chance of burning that winch out. Here you go. You just keep feeding rope out. As soon as I knew that we had enough length, I put the double up block on the winch. Obviously, I wanted to put under its least stress as possible because obviously, if it would have stopped here, if we would have overheated it or cooked it, we would have had a bigger problem.
Like, somewhere along this river, there must be like where it's not full of water.
Everyone's panicking, but I know Dad can get us through here and to Fink.
Okay.
Oh, I can feel I'm getting traction.
Nice.
Watch that blanket, mate. Keep an eye on that blanket. I can't see it.
Yeah, I'll probably just move it again now.
Release it all the way. Let's halfen that back up. That is good. That is very good. Wheels are back up. That means it's starting to get hard again. How much more we got, Ash? We got a fair bit or what?
Yeah.
We're not going to make this though, are we? Tyres have just popped up. Good sign. I don't want to get too excited yet, but that means it's definitely getting harder. We're so close.
Justin's plan might be slow, but it's working. After repeated winches, the black truck is starting to pop out of the mud.
I hope my theory's right. Yeah, we're almost out, mate. All right, boys, we're not out of the woods yet, but the back wheels are up, and this is looking good. Just get that all up on top. Let me just try and slowly clutch it out of here. If I can get up on here without bogging in, dude, we're home. It's still a little bit soft underneath, but that much mud in the tyres, the treads of the tyres are doing absolutely nothing, so I'm just going to try and creep it. All right, I'm gonna go. I'm just going, guys. I'm out. I am out. The black truck's out.
Finally, the black truck is out. I can't believe it. I just thought we were going to stay here all night. Sorry, did you say it's out?
Like out. It is good and proper out. I can see hard all the way to the sand dune, dude. And I'm like up on the grass, dude. I'm good. We're out. Black truck's out. Absolutely pumped, boys. Well done. Yes, we did it again. But that was the easy bit. Now we get through the big rams. Let's go get this done.
It's taken over 4 hours to get just one of the vehicles through the bog hole. And now the 5-ton Ram 2500 is up.
I'm thinking just for the fact of it's the biggest truck and it's going to be the hardest, and you've got the biggest winch. You've got a 16,000 pound on that. I think we bring the 2500 through first. Thoughts?
Tommy's up in the Ram 2500. I'm really keen to see how far this gets through. I reckon he's got a fighting chance.
All right, Tommy, mate, here we go. Just pick a gear that you think works, but it's
Gotta be all about momentum, dude. All about momentum.
and then once you get across that water, rejoin my tracks.
Head straight towards me and I'll point you into the tracks because
I'm a little bit worried if you take this track, this corner too sharp, you could roll the trailer because it's deep trenches, mate.
Okay, no dramas.
What happens in the next few minutes will determine whether or not the crew is going to make it to Fink or spend the night camping in the mud.
Yeah, you're probably a bit hot there, mate. That's a bit hot.
Next time on Patriot Games. Justin and the crew have spent over 4 hours winching the black truck out of a massive bog hole in the Simpson Desert. And now it's time for the 2 rams in the convoy to give it a go. Sunlight is fading quick, and the crew are running out of time to make it across the Simpson Desert to reach Fink in time.